What's going on, Bucks fans? Here at Pirate Parlay Podcast on the Sick Podcast Network. I'm your host, JC Allen. We're here live at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa after the Bucks won their opening game, 37-20 against the Commanders. We'll be here. I'll give you live reactions, insights, analysis, comments from the locker room, all that and more right after the break.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Pirate Parlay.
Battle intercepted, picked off in the end zone. Bucks are going to beat the Chiefs. We're the champions of the world.
The sickest Tampa Bay Buccaneers podcast. It's going to be sick.
Back at it here on the other side. Buccaneers start the season off right with a 37-20 win over the Washington Commanders. Great night for the Bucs offense. Baker Mayfield, 24-30 for 289 yards and 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was sacked once, played Houdini a few times and got out of a few sacks as well. Bucky Irving led all rushers with 9 carries for 62 yards, a 6.9-yard average, while Rachaad White finished with 15 for 31. Faced some tough boxes running into there with Darren Allen and obviously Darren Payne and Jonathan Allen, obviously. But the Bucs were still able to put 112 rushing yards together on the ground. Through the air, a lot more success. Chris Godwin caught 8 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. 7 of his 8 receptions went for first downs. Rachaad White, huge day through the air on the ground with 6 receptions for 75 yards. And Mike Evans, of course, showing no signs of slowing down. 5 receptions, 61 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jalen McMillan also had a touchdown. The rookie shined with a one reception for 32 yards and a touchdown. Missed an easy touchdown early on when he would have walked in. Could have had 2, but a good showing from the rookie. Good showing from all the rookies, really. Graham Barton held up well in the center position for the Bucs. Tyke Smith played well as could ask. And obviously Bucky Irving leading all runners. He also chipped in 2 catches for 14 yards as well. The Bucs defense played pretty good. All things considering, Jaden Daniels is a rare breed. I don't think like any of us have seen in the NFL for quite some time. Michael Vick-esque when he's running the ball. Kind of ran all over the Buccaneers. 16 carries for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. But it's going to be tough containing this guy for any team. And I thought the Bucs did a pretty good job of it. I mean, as good as could be asked. When he wanted to take the ball and run, there was opportunities for him and spaces for him, and he was able to go and kind of do his thing. But all in all, I think the Buccaneers defense did pretty well. Unfortunately, there were some injury concerns early on, and coming into this game, one impact to zone was the defensive tackles. Kalijah Kancey out, Logan Hall out. Coming into this game, you had to rely on a guy who just signed Thursday, 2 practice squad elevations, and C.J. Brewer I thought played really well. But the injury bug hit a different room. The cornerback room starting early with Zion McCollum being ruled out after being evaluated and diagnosed with a concussion. It's unclear how long he'll remain out. Bryce Hall goes down with an apparent ankle injury, and looks like he's dealing with something that could be long-term as he was put into an air cast and lifted out. Then, to make matters worse, Josh Hayes went out with an injury as well, lower body injury as well. He was seen in a walking boot in the locker room, as well as Antoine Winfield Jr. seen in a walking boot. He finished the game, but not a good sign for the Bucs when you have these guys that you're relying on in the secondary getting banged up. So we'll probably see the first game. Tyreek Thunderbird will probably make an appearance next week after being inactive today. They could also look to the free agent market. Guys like Patrick Peterson are available. I believe Xavier Howard's still available. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bucs do in order to address the need at the position on their roster after several injuries took place. But I thought all in all, I think the Buccaneers did a fantastic job coming out on offense, moving the ball, whether that's through the air or through the ground. I thought they did a great job on defense. Besides some late kind of points there by the Commanders as the game was ending, 7-20. I thought they did a great job as well, kind of containing this Commanders offense, which there's a lot of question marks around, how good they'll be because they're so new and so they haven't had so much time together to gel. So all in all, I think a great day for the Buccaneers. Start the season off 1-0. The Falcons, Kirk Cousins with 2 picks, should have been 3. They fall to the Steelers. The Panthers lose in a divisional matchup against the New Orleans Saints. So that puts the Buccaneers tied with the Saints atop the NFC South Division going into week 2. They'll have a much more difficult test when they fly up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And hopefully they'll get some good injury news on that front there. But good night here at Raymond James Stadium. See the pirate ship in the background. Cannons went off multiple times today. That's going to do it for a quick rapid recap here. Slim Sting, shout out, woohoo, go Bucks, he says. Great game for the Buccaneers, great win for the Buccaneers. Start the season off right, put up more points than I thought. But a great sign that this offense, give it up for Liam Cohen, called a heck of a game. Good sign that this offense is going to do really good things this season. And people who slept on them might pay attention this week. We'll see if they climb in the power rankings and how that affects where they are with a win like this against a Washington team going. TJ Fuller says going to miss Liam Cohen. He's already calling him gone. Wouldn't that be something? 4 years for Todd Bowles with 4 different coordinators, but he's got to do it consistently. I think he is that guy, as TJ Fuller said, and I think the sky's the limit for him. But that's going to do it for me. If you guys didn't catch us live, make sure you catch it on the replay. We're out of here. They're closing down. They're folding up banners. They're mowing the lawn. We got to get out of here before the lights turn off on us. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. We'll be back this week. I've got a special player coming on. And then as always, we'll go inside enemy lines and we will have a in-depth preview of the Detroit Lions as the Bucs face them up in Detroit for week 2. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, turn reminders on, turn notifications on, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace out.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Pirate Parlay on YouTube, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.